Hello everyone, it's Laurel here, and welcome to the December Daily Advent 2025 Christmas Clusters Day 28, hosted by Tracy Fox Creative. All of the days and everything for all of this will be listed down in my description box below, and please excuse me, of course it's been a while since I filmed, so I tend to get things out of order and forget what's going on. The hashtag, if you want to look up a specific day, would be hashtag DDACC 2025 day whatever, and it's listed in everybody's things. There's also a sheet, two things that Tracy put out, and I only have the bottom parts listed, but this one is all for, sorry, excuse me. This one is all for the clusters, and this one is for the December Daily Advent collaboration that is running every day through December. Some days there's two people, and some days there's one person. And I have one missing because I took out my day 28, which is today. But these are great to use on your pages, so I printed them out so I could cut them out and use them. I like to keep all this kind of stuff. I am day 28 only because I have been missing for a while. I had a very rough year. I am still recovering from spinal cord surgery in late November. So sitting at my desk for long periods of time with my head tilted down isn't such a fun idea. I do a lot of fussy cutting, or crocheting seems to be my easiest thing to do, but I have to do this. This is just something I really enjoy, and sometimes it takes me a while to get going till close to the last minute, but I always manage to get it done somehow. So I hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas. I had a wonderful Christmas. So day 28 is my day, and for the Christmas clusters, she has put out 4 weeks of different digitals for people to use for that week that are in it. And I am week 4, and I would show you all my digitals, but they are already all cut up and in here, so I can't show you the pages because trust me, if you saw the amount of fussy cuts that I now own, well, added to my lifelong collection of fussy cuts, it's one of my favorite things to do. I like to just sit and do this tedious little stuff. I don't know why. It brings me such joy to see and cut apart little images off of paper, but it kind of slows me down because my brain goes so fast. And I'm not a sit-still person, and I've had to sit still. I won't be going back to work till probably the end of the first week of January. So I've been home since the end of November. So it's really hard for me to sit still. I can't lift anything. I can't do a whole lot. So, but I did not want to miss out on this. And I have watched every single person's day, aside for a couple that I have to catch up on due to Christmas and everything. But yes, it's been so much fun, and everybody's created so many amazing things. And then I'm always thinking, while I'm watching these, is it going to change my mind, or are they going to do something I want to do? And I tried to keep the cluster simple only because I tend to go overboard, and especially with my project, which will be day 30. We don't want to discuss that because everything always seems to go overboard, and I'm trying to dial it back a little bit. So, we will get onto my day. I did prep a lot of stuff just because I can't sit for a very long time with my head tilted. So I may pause through some of it. I may not. I may speed some of it up. I may not. And I know there's something else I wanted to tell you. This one is a free collaboration that Tracy is offering on her Ko-fi shop. All of the digitals are in there now, so you can go get them all and create with them and make clusters for your journals or cluster books or whatever you want to do. And all of that, like I said, will be linked down in my description box below. So with that said, I'm going to get started. I don't think there's anything else I need to tell anybody. So let's get going. So like I said, I did prep a lot of mine and start, and I have them set over here kind of in piles how they're going to go. I did take pictures to kind of help me out, and I left one kind of undone right here so I could show you what I did. Things go overboard with me, so I did dial it. I think I dialed it back a little. So I took some of this. One was one of her postcards that are in the kit. These are going to be my bases, and this one is one of her tags that are in the kit. And I'll show you what I did with the open one. So this is also a tag inner kit. So I tried to take kind of ones that didn't have a lot going on because mine doesn't have a lot of color. I'm going to work with a lot of the blue and silver and neutral colors because it's after Christmas. So here's the tag. I took it like this, and then I just folded the flap down and I folded it in half. I am turning these into paper clips that you can put on the side of your journal, and then they can be two-sided. I'm doing one side, and I figured the other side you could leave blank. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. You could put an envelope on it that opens. You can put a flip on it. You can make a pocket on it, whatever you want to do with it. But these are going to go. Let's see if I have sturdy enough piece of paper. I can show you real quick what it's going to look like. So I made them so that it just goes right onto the side of the card, but it doesn't go all the way in. It stops right here because I wanted this part to be able to come out of the page a little bit. So I'll show you how I did that. On this last one, we'll put it together real quick and I'll show you what I did. I just wanted to have as much of this ready as I could. I did all my inking, all my cutting, all of that, so that I didn't have to do any of that on here because it does take a little time. I am going to maybe back myself up a drop here. So hold on one second. Let me back myself up just a little bit. There we go. That's a little better. I feel like I'm right in your face. So like I said, I just take this and I fold it. I do need to ink this one. One thing I didn't ink. I don't know why I didn't ink it ahead of time. Let me find my ink. Inked. Simple. I already inked the outside. So then you won't see white when you look in here. Let me get this little corner. All right. And then I take this piece, which is a folded up piece. So what I did, and I don't have one to demonstrate, I folded over a piece and put the paper clip on, and then just kept folding till it was wrapped in there. Like, see, you can't see the paper clip. It's on the inside of this side, and it's on the inside of this side. And then I wanted this to hang over a little, and then I glued it all. So the bottom of the paper clip is right here. So that when I put it down here, that can hold it right there, and it stops it right here so it doesn't go to the edge of my paper, which is what I wanted because I want this edge to stick over. So we're going to glue that on real quick. This is the easy part, and I wanted this part to be able to go under that little flap. I know all my glues are full, so this should be easy. And yes, I am still a Fabri-Tac girl. I do use art glitter glue a lot, and I did just get the Sweet Petunia, or whatever you want to call it, the glue press for Christmas. But I was very disappointed, so I have to write to them. I'm not going to talk about it, but I do have, my sister did give me an extra bottle, so I filled it up with some art glitter glue, and it works just fine with the art glitter glue. I love that I don't have to sit and hold something and keep squeezing and keep putting a cap back on. So it does make life a little bit easier, especially because my hands now, especially from what happened, I caused some damage to my spinal cord. So I get the dropsies and my hands get numb sometimes, but it fixed a lot of that. But what it already did, it can't be fixed. So I tend to drop a lot of things a lot. So, but I'm good with it. I'll be okay. So then I'm just going to take the glue and put it just on the white part here, just on this top square. And if I have to speed some of this up, I will. Like I said, I want to keep this video kind of short because they are just clusters. And mine had a lot of images, which I liked. And I think I used a lot of the kid images and then just like the younger group of people images, kind of like celebrating and getting together afterwards and discussing, how their holiday was and things like that. So then it just looks like that. And then it's all glued together except for the part that needs to go on like that. And then you can just kind of see down there a little bit, but you're not going to see a paper clip or anything. So I have to remember which side I wanted as my front. I think it's this one. Yep, this one. So they all need to be facing this side. So now we can move this out of the way. Sorry about my reaching. I do have a new setup in here. I did redo my whole room beforehand, before I knew my surgery was coming up. I repainted my whole room, changed my furniture. Everything's white and purple now. So one of these days I'll get a video together for you guys sometime after the holidays, just so you can see, because I am in love with it. All I can tell you is Calyx units from IKEA are amazing, and they just make life so much easier. All right, so I'm just going to start. I have my stuff laid out. I'm going to pull open my picture and put it to the side where you can't see it, because like I said, I did prep the first one, especially I had done, but I prepped them a little bit just so I knew what I wanted to do, so that we weren't sitting here a very long time. I will show you what I have in my pieces. So I took some die cuts and cut them out, and then I embossed them. So I did this really light blue again that just kind of reminds me of, you know, the fresh snow and, you know, coming into the new year. So I did one in a darker blue like this, and one in this, and then there's one in white that you'll see in a minute too. So I did that, and then I'll be adding some extras to it afterwards, like my glitter markers and stuff like that, just to make a few things stand out. But I kind of just had an idea of where I want things. That can stick off that side of the page. So I know the snowflake is going there. So I just have to look at my picture a little bit. I know that goes down first, so we're going to put that down. And I don't only need one half of it. And I should probably use my other glue for this, because it's a little bit smaller. So we're going to use it. And again, this is the one with the really fine tip, which I really like, because you don't really have to push a lot. You just kind of push a little and go along. And of course, my hands are all shaky right now. This is going to be the longest part, is the gluing, I think. Oh, I forgot my piece of cardboard. I will have to pause for a minute to grab a piece of cardboard, because I do want some stuff lifted up. So let's see how far we have to go. I don't want to go beyond where it's going to have glue where I don't need it. I can always add more. Let me put this back. All right, let's go there. That should be good. All right. And then my picture goes next, but that's where I need the piece of cardboard. So I'm going to pause for one quick second and grab a piece of cardboard. So bear with me. Okay, got my cardboard. That was super quick. All right, so this one's going to go here. And this is actually a sticker. So I printed some of these out on this cool sticker paper that I have that I'm going to do something with later on. It's not just regular sticker paper. Let's see if I can get a corner off. Oh my gosh. Yes, life is not going to be my friend today. Find my little tweezers. Oh boy. Wow. Anybody else have this problem? So how's everybody doing? I miss being on. I do watch a lot of videos still. I comment when I can. When I'm working, it's busy. When I was sitting at home, I watched videos, or like I said, I had some crochet projects I had to get done, and this just allows this to kind of come through. So it's kind of see-through, which I kind of like. I'm loving my English right now too, so this is going to go on top of here. We're just going to glue that right on top of there, because, oh, it's going to go this way, and this one's going to go this way. All right, so I need the cardboard down, and I want to ink the edges of this just a little, just in case you see it back there. Where's my scorched timber? No, it's right here somewhere, right here. Is this the one I want? No, I want my regular scorched timber, but I don't see it. Oh, where do I keep putting things? All right, this one will work. I just wanted, just in case you look down there, you don't see the brown. That's a little better. And then this is going to go like this, right about there. Let me see my picture. All right, so it's up a little higher. All right, right about there. So we're going to glue that down. We're going to use some Fabri-Tac for this. All right. I love all the collaborators. I have some new ones I follow, but just so many creative people out there every year. So I did want to mention that this has been going, Tracy's first December daily was 2021. We are now in 2025. I remember the first one. I had so much fun with that. I think I created the flip tag book with the first one, which I really, really enjoyed. All right, and then this is going to go here, under here, because I wanted another snowflake. So we're just going to run some Fabri-Tac on here, because you're not going to see that side anyway. I just want it kind of over the top. Then I need my cheesecloth. So I'm just going to put that on here. You know, it's weird because, you know, I can have all this stuff, and sometimes it's not until I've actually fussy cut everything out and start touching it that I start getting ideas of what I want to do. I needed this. Let's see if this is still going to go under here. I need this one under here, and I could probably cut part of it off because I don't need it all. So I think I'm going to do that, and then I can use a piece for something else. It's very hard for me to cut doilies, but I've learned that I'm trying to be on the use your stuff. I have so much stuff. I got rid of a lot of stuff when I cleaned my room and organized, and I've gone to the I need to use what I have stuff. But isn't it funny how there's always something you don't have? I think I want to bring this down just a little bit if I can. There's always something I don't have. You know, and it's usually an ink or something like that, but I am definitely trying to use everything I have right now, because I do think I have plenty of stuff to craft with. I may not always get to do the amount of crafting I want, because when work can be a little crazy, I'm still a school bus driver, so I miss my kids. I haven't seen them for a while, so I'm looking forward to getting back to work, because I do not sit still. I do not like to sit still. I have a really hard time with that. So I'd rather be working and doing things than sitting still. Let's see, this has to go, so this still needs to come down a little. I want this here and this tucked under, so this has to go up a little bit more. And yes, I talk to myself a lot when I'm crafting. and talking myself through what I'm doing all the time. That's just me. Although I'm sure I've watched a few other crafters that do the same thing, and I kind of giggle because I'm like, thank God I'm not the only one that, you know, discusses what I'm doing or what I'm trying to do to work myself through a project. You know, I yell at myself sometimes, like, what made you do that? Why did you do something like that? But I really do miss crafting. That's why I stay involved in this, because it makes me do something, you know, and then it's like, then I'm all in. Then it's like, okay, what can I make next? You know, and I have so many beautiful Christmas decorations that I put out from all the things that I've made for Tracy's December dailies, or the December daily Advent, and the Creep on June. So, you know, I'm also building up decorations, which is really nice. I need a bigger tree because my tree no longer has room for ornaments. I'll post a picture of my tree on my Instagram. It literally, I don't think there's one branch left for an ornament anywhere. All right, can I put this down yet? I'm just trying to look and see what all I was doing here, because this is going to be here. I'm going to put this little branch right under here. So it's kind of under the picture, coming out under the picture a little bit here. And then I wanted this above it. So I'm just going to kind of have that sitting right there. I don't know which glue is best right now. I feel a sneeze coming on. And it's only because sometimes it's better if you just put some glue down. I have a sponge thing for this too, and I haven't gotten it out yet. It's just easier if you put some glue down and then take your finger and just go over the whole thing like this. It just makes life a lot easier than trying to run it across all those little lines. And then just put it down. And because it's, you know, it's our glitter glue, it's going to dry clear, so I'm not worried about it. And I can just wipe that up with a baby wipe. Wipe up my spot over here. There we go. Close my ink before I stick my arm in it. All right, that's that piece. What else is, oh, I need my other stuff. See, I have to keep, that's why I like using Fabri-Tac for this stuff, because when I forget to put something down, I still have plenty of time to lift it up and put it down. I want this along this edge. It gives you time to do stuff, which I enjoy. And even if it doesn't, if you take your heat gun and you run it along a project where you have Fabri-Tac, it will loosen it right back up so you can pull it apart. There we go. That's where I wanted that. Can we go in a little? Perfect. Now this can go back down. There we go. There, and then my picture here. I'll glue this down. Let's see, make sure I'm not missing nothing. I think I got it all now. We'll put our picture down. Right here. And then I'm going to put this, and I just took some, it's Mod Podge Dimensional Magic, this stuff right here. And it makes things dimensional, and then I just put a little X in it, just so the screw head stands up a little bit, because I like dimension in my craft projects a lot. I like dimension. I like things that move and do things, or light up, and that's going to go right there. Just to bring some of the red over in this direction, and then there's a little red in this word. I mean, I wanted the blues and stuff, but being as this had the red border, I did want to bring that around a little bit. And I could lift this piece up too, but I think I'm just going to leave it flat and put it here, like that. And that's my first one. And then this can slide right on to the side of the page, and I've lost that piece of paper again. So this can just go right onto the side of a page. And then this will stick out a little bit. And like I said, you can do whatever you want with the other side. So the other side is still pretty like that. So that's my first one. All done. Yay. Okay, let's work on the second one. Right, the second one I kind of had together, but I didn't do all of it, so we're going to bring that stuff over here now. Let me see if I can find my picture for that one and pull it up. Oh, I remember what I was doing for this one, kind of. No, that's not that, it's this one. All right, so we're going to need a piece of cardboard for this one, too. I need my white snowflake, and then I just dusted this one. I just dusted this one with some, you can't really see it, but just some of the blue faded jeans around the edges. And this one's all glittery as well. I don't know why you're not seeing that. It's not even focusing right now, but oh, there you go. It's glittery. Again, I don't even talk about my lighting anymore. It's just not, it's seriously not my friend. It just does not like me. So I've tried everything. It's like when I move my hands away, it moves to one color. Then when I put my hands back in, it moves to one color. So I'm not sure. I kind of set this one up for everything. So I monkeyed with it a little bit before I started. So we'll see what happens. And again, it might just be easier to go like this. Put some glue down. Put that back in its cradle. Go like this. And there we go. Then we can put this one down right there. There we go. And just wipe this up. Much easier than trying to get it all over those lines. And I have a little sponge for that you can put water and glue in, and then just put your stencil right on the sponge, and then it puts the glue on the back. I also have liquid Fabri-Tac, which comes in a spray bottle, which I would never do with Fabri-Tac. I mean, it is a spray one. I just open it because we know how Fabri-Tac dries, and it's just gonna clog that nozzle, whether you want it to or not. It's going to. We're gonna stick this picture. Should I put this on here first and then stick that on there? I think so. So I'm just gonna kind of go in an order that works for me here. I don't know if it's the right order, but we'll see. And I chose the little girl and the little boy watching the fireworks, which is just so cute. They're so cute. All right, that's going to go on there. And then this is going to go right here. Okay, and I didn't ink the side of this one. Not that you're going to see this one. You're not with everything that's going to cover it. So then that's going to go there. And what comes next? Oh, I have some little pieces, again, to bring the reds in. And I need this piece. And I have I had three little presents, but they've seemed to, oh, there's one. I don't know where the other one is. Here's the second one. I do need the third one. We need 3 presents. I think I kept knocking things on the ground, too, when I was cleaning. Oh. I love Tracy's foam like that, too. So I have to add that in there. Oh, there's my third present. Phew. Didn't want to lose that. All right, so that goes there. This arrow is going to go up here. like this, right there. And then, what else do I got here? Oh, my lantern. I need a little lantern. So you'll see some of this in my next project. I could cut that little piece, but see, now I'm getting overly, I get weird about how I like things. And I know nobody else can probably see it, but I can see it. So I just want to get all this plastic out of here, if I can. I could probably just take a lighter and do it, but that's okay. We'll just move around it a little bit. Make sure we don't have any weird edges showing. So my sister has all these amazing die cuts, so I did some lanterns and then just put a piece of cellophane in between it. And then I just want this up here on the snowflake. So we're going to put that down. I have to be very careful with the glue on this one because I don't want it going into the cellophane part. And I'm sorry if I'm off screen, but I can't really lean over that far, so I have to bring it to me. So we'll see if that works. I want that kind of upward. There we go. I just thought it was cute. And then we need a piece of cardboard's already down. Does anything else need to go underneath? Well, we can tuck the rest of the stuff underneath. This is going to go under here too, like this. I wanted this along this edge. Maybe not quite that high. So that's going to go like that, along this edge. And then, where's my red and blue squares going? I wanted one where... Oh, and I got to do my presents too, so I might not be able to... I think I'm going to lift the presents. I'm going to put this down. Sorry, guys. Change of mind here. We're going to put this down like that. And then I'll raise the presents up a little bit. So I need some tiny little squares of cardboard. All right, like that. And then I want this ruffle here somewhere. Maybe it's just got to go down to one edge and across the bottom. Maybe we can get it really close to the bottom, like that. But nothing else goes here, so just trying to think. Oh, I'm thinking out loud again, guys. Sorry. I want this one here. I like this one here under this a little bit. Again, just trying to pull in some of the other colors, just so it's not all neutral colors. And I'll pull that one in there. All right, I want my mica there. I really like that full mica, so that's staying. All right, so we're going to do that. We're going to try and get this right along the edge here. I could put, well, I'm not going to say I could put it in between. I don't want it to mess with the putting it on the side of the page. So we're just going to do this like that. I don't know why. I got to have like lace and ruffles and stuff in my things as well. That can go there. That'll work. All right, let's put my full mica down. Is that the side I want? Up or down? It's hard to tell because I don't want the glue to mess with this. Do I want the shiny side up or the not shiny side? I think I want the not shiny side up. Hopefully this Fabri-Tac won't mess with this plastic too much. Let's put that there, like that. Probably went up a little too high with the glue, but it'll dry. All right, that's going to go there. And my arrow, and I put some stuff on my arrow too, just to make it look a little pretty. We should probably color the back so that you don't see white. And that's going to go there. All right. So let's get this piece down. We got to have our lantern showing a little bit. All right, let's glue this on to here. Okay, that's on. This can go here, like this. I'm just going to glue in the center for now, just in case I need to tuck something under it. I want to be able to do that if I want. So I'm only going to glue just a little bit in the center. And then move this like here. There we go. And then we're going to put our first red one here. Oh, I can pick it up. I like that. Just gives a little something, something. I know I have a word that's got to go somewhere. Where's my word going on that one? I thought it was going on this one. Nope, it's going on the other one. Okay. I didn't put any words on this. I'll have to find some words to put on this one somewhere. Okay, there. And then this one's going to go up under the other corner. Like that. Over. There we go. And then our arrow, I'm going to put right here. It's going to stick off a little, so I'm not going to glue the whole thing. Right about there. There we go. And we can do our presents. So I'm going to do the bottom one, I think, down. Let's figure this out here. Let's do this one. Maybe a little bit bigger piece. Maybe a little bigger square here for this one. All right. So is everybody ready for a new year? I certainly am ready for a new year. Every year I'm like, I have all these plans and then, you know, something just gets right in the middle of it and then changes everything. So hopefully this will be a much better year. I can get back to normal things, and I did not ink any of these. So I want the blue on these. I am going to take my markers to these and make just the bows and stuff stand out a little bit. So I have a red, a glittery red, and my glitter red. I pulled them all out. There's my glitter red. We're just going to go over this a little bit just to highlight some of the spots. Probably do the same with the green. Nat Williams turned me onto this. I think it was, I'm not sure if it was last year or the year before. The years fly by so fast. And oh my gosh, I had to go out that weekend and buy, I didn't pull out a green, and buy markers because, you know, I needed a red. I had one, but I did not have a red. Right, this is my glitter green. Yes, my glitter green. And it just, like when I was working on my one project, I think I had a tin soldier, and it just made it look so cool. And I have a black one somewhere. I can't find my black one, and that one's important. All right, there we go. just like that, just to add a little bit to them, just to make them pop a little bit. A little time consuming, not too bad, but let's do the next one. Let's do the green, and they just get smaller. Because, you know, if I can't work with some tiny stuff, it's not any fun. I like the challenge of the tiny. I did get some crocheting done for Christmas items for my family, which I was excited about because I had no choice but to sit still. So I got those done. I will post those on my Instagram as well because, you know, crocheting and tatting, you know, I have to do a million different things. And I haven't gotten to do a lot of it lately, so. Except for the crocheting, like in the last year, I didn't get a lot done. But I'm going to try to be better at that. All right, that's good for those. Just to make them pop a little bit, and I still have to ink around these two, so let's see. Yeah, this one I want up. So that one's going up like that. And I have a little bit of string I'm going to put behind here. So I'm going to put some glue on this picture. But this is some cool silk thread that I have, and I have it in a couple colors, which I really love. It's just going to go down there. And look at the dark spot here, but there's plenty of light in my room. It's so weird. I don't know why there's such a dark spot. I need to reach again, sorry. I need a little bit more blue on here. All right, so that one's going to go there. And I got to decide if I need to lift these two up as well, or just kind of tuck them behind that one and glue them on. There's that one. And these presents are from one of the digitals. I think it's from the kit. It is. And I just went in and I go on my Word program and I pull apart separate pieces that I want, and then I can adjust the sizes and stuff on them. So one of the things I like to do is make everything different sizes. And then this one, yeah, I think I can just glue those onto there then, and that'll look cool because that one's lifted up. And then this one's going to go down here. I just thought that looked so pretty, so let's get those on. Just the other two. All right. I'll put this one like right about there, like that. And this one. And I like that the tip doesn't clog. You don't have to keep closing it. Just very disappointed with the purchase and what I originally got and what happened. But I'm sure they will take care of it for me. I want this one over a little, like that. Let's see. And there, like that. Perfect. Perfect. All right. Get that down, and I'll have to find a word or something. I don't know why I don't have a word for this one. Oh, this was supposed to go down underneath. Do you see it? See, that's what happens when you get ahead of yourself. This was supposed to go down underneath, but that's okay. We will just keep going. That. All right, I need a word of some sort. Do I have a word in here? Where's all my words? I think on this one. I thought I took them out, but we'll have to make a word for this one. Or we can put, I think I can put day 28 right there. I think that'll look really pretty. Day 28. That'll work. Just so I know that these are from day 28. I love the letters and the envelopes and stuff she did this year. I love her digitals every year. I can't believe how long she's been doing this. And oh my God, the digitals they're just so beautiful. So much inspiration, so many ideas. There we go. That can stay lifted up a little too. Doesn't have to stick down. And there is number 2. Oh, I don't like crooked. I don't do crooked. Well, all right, that looks better. Like that. And that is green. I know it's not looking green to you guys, but it's green. I just think that's so cute. See, sometimes it's better if you don't overthink it, which I overthink everything to start with, and then it kind of starts working a little bit easier. So let's see this one on a page as well. See what it looks like. And then, you know, you can just put it wherever you want on the page. The top, the bottom, the middle. And I like that it hangs off. Where I put the paper clip just stops you from putting it too far over on the page. And then there's the back side. And you can, again, that's even pretty, but you can just do something flat, or you can do something dimensional again on this side. But I really wanted to concentrate on just one side of it today. We're going to work with this one, and I've got kind of a mishmash of stuff going on here. So we're going to see actually what I want to put on and what I don't. So let's get these over here. I have all my little stuff. I'm going to move this one over a minute. I'm going to move this stuff up so you guys can see what I'm doing. I'll try and reach my arms out. All right, I need to get this inked just a little bit. There we go. And we need this inked, but I think this thing needs some color of some sort somewhere. So what do I want to do with this? I like that the leaves have a little color. It's kind of like a wreath, but not. It's just another cool die cut that I like. Just give a little bit of color. And I think I actually want this to be, I would like this to be up, but you can't really put this up because everything's going to show underneath. So we're going to put this one down. I wanted it over the pictures because I'm using 3 pictures on this one. And this one is like a group of different kids and stuff, you know, together, you know, celebrating after the holiday. Let's get this one and this one. I need this. And I need my little branches. Bring those over. And I have some blues. So I love the blues. They're just really pretty. And notice you guys, I have no purple. There was one girl wearing a purple dress and I was going to do something in purple. But I will save that for later. Because I get really carried away with that. And it wasn't, I mean, purple is a Christmas color. She's really beautiful too. Where is she? I'll show her to you. The one that's wearing the purple dress. Let's see if I can find her real quick. And I did some of these on a cool satin matte photo paper that I have that just makes images look really pretty. See? I know you're not going to see it, but the dress is purple. It's a purple. And I just thought she was so pretty, so I was going to do something with that. Because I always got to sneak my purple in there. And then this is going to go here. So we're going to put that there and this on top of it. And then, see, if I put all this stuff, it's going to cover that. And I really wanted that on the top. Let's see if I put this down and raise these guys up. Let's raise these guys up a little. How did I not ink any of these? Let's see if I raise them up. See, this is on that matte photo paper. Or satin photo paper. It's really cool. It makes images look really pretty. That one and this last one. And all of my stuff is done on my matte photo paper. I buy the koala and I buy an HP one, and it just makes everything really vibrant, which I really like. All right, so let's see. I need my picture. Sorry guys, it just felt like this would be easier for me if I showed you, did it with a picture and had my stuff already kind of pre-laid out. So I'm going to do these three like this, these three couples, which I thought looked really cool together. And I think I would love this on here, just so you can see their faces. I'm not sure though if I like that or not. Maybe it's better if I do it behind and just kind of bring it upward a little bit on the side. I also have a snowflake I need to put in, so maybe we'll do it like that. Is that enough leaves showing? Let's see. Let's do it here like this. And then I need my snowflake. Where's my snowflake going to go? I think I'll put my snowflake down at the bottom over here. Like that. I just feel like they all need a snowflake. And then I'm going to raise these guys up. I think I'll do that. So let's cut some more cardboard. Get them glued onto that. And then we can work around all the other stuff. Oh, I do have a blue snowflake as well. Oh my gosh. I usually leave my fabric tack sitting on the side, so I don't have to worry about doing that. All right, let's put this one on. All right. That one there. Let's do this one. Square. Wait, is that where that one goes? No, this one goes on top. So this one goes on the top. Oh, and I'm just, all of a sudden, I am sweating like crazy. It's getting really warm in here. It's probably because I'm still in my pajama thing, this purple thing I got from my sister a couple years ago. That is just amazing. All right, and I need to cut this one because I don't want it to sit higher than that. So we're going to cut this a little bit so I can get that under there. It's the only way I can work this out. So I can do it, and there we go. This one goes right there. All right, because then we can tuck stuff under them. And then this one goes, I can just stick this one on. But I do need a little piece on the bottom here, so we're going to put one here. Right there, like that. Did I not eat? No, I ate that one. And then there, that's perfect. And then that one's going to go there. I just liked all the couples. I thought it was so pretty. Did I do that right? Yep. So we've got all of the couples. Did I want him under? There we go. Let's pull this one over a little bit. And then this one here a little bit. Here, like that. All right, that'll work. Like that. All right, I know I need the word joy is going to go here, I think. I don't remember what I had there. Because this one I just kind of, I didn't really put this one together. I think I want this tucked under. I'm just going to start tucking stuff and see what I like where. Because I need the word joy. All right, hold on 1 second. Someone's knocking at my door. Okay, nobody's knocking. So did I want it along here, or was it going to go along the bottom? I need to know if I need to raise this up, because I think it was going to, yeah, I think it'll look good there. We'll see. I also wanted this bow on here, on the wreath, but now that I changed it all, we could probably put it on the corner, like that. And then I wanted some brown in here, so we're going to tuck this under here. This is kind of just how I, oh, see, this one says with love. Where do I want this? Up here? Yep. See, I'm trying not to overthink it right now. This went somewhere. I'm trying to figure out where this went. Where did this go? This was up under here somewhere, but I think I'm going to bring it under here. Maybe here. Let's see. Can't really tuck anything right now. It's not tucking. We'll figure that out. I'm going to have to start gluing first, because nothing's going to stay. My whole thing just moved. All right, so something like that. All right, and then I need my stamp. Where's my stamp going to go? All right, let's figure this out. So let's take these off. Let's get our wreath down, because that's what needs to go down first, and our fabric. I think I want this a little bunchy, though. So let's get this glued down. I like things hanging off. That's why I have this stuff on there. I don't know. I just feel like I need things hanging off all the time. All right, that's going to go there. And I know I'm covering up most of this, but I really only wanted it for the base. You know, I only wanted to attach to the base. That's why I tried to pick one that didn't have a lot going on, because I knew most of it was going to be covered up. And I can't believe we're on 54 minutes. Holy cow. That's crazy. Yes, please fast forward. And that this was being prepared. Am I just not as fast as I think I am still? I don't know. All right, we're going to put that right there. So I need some glue. Let me get my other one so I can make this go a little faster. Get some glue out here. All right. And we want this up, so I only need this bottom half. No pictures. I don't need them to have glue on them. All right, let's get this glued on. Right there. Like that. Okay. Use glue. All right. Let's see if we can work a little faster here. I need this tucked in up under that picture a little bit, but I want just an edge showing. Let's see. There. And I want this blue in here somewhere too, because it's so pretty. I just really love the blues coming through. Where can I put this one? Let's put this picture down again and see. Maybe I can put it under here, under this picture. No. There, like that. We need to get our thing here. We have nothing in this corner, so I need something going on down here. Here. And then we need our blue thing. Maybe this snowflake needs to go somewhere else. What am I gonna? I need to pull these down a little because I need this corner going on too. It still has to say joy. All right, I'm going to pause for a second, guys, and kind of sort this out a little and get these few pieces glued down, and then I'll come back, because this is already taking too long, so hold on 1 minute. All right, I got most of it sorted out. Phew, that was making me a little crazy there, so we're going to go ahead and put the rest of the pictures on. I glued a few of the things down just to make it a little easier for me. The decision-making process can really get you sometimes. All right, this one's going over here. this. Okay. This one's going like this. Down. And this one's going up under here. Like that. So with love is going right. Alright, that got, yeah, that's fine. Alright, let's get some glue on the back of here. See, now it's where I'm talking to myself in a whisper. Alright, I really want this one to go under a little. There we go. Like that. And then this one like that. Okay. And then this one's going under here. Oh wait, I need this one in here. Just because I love that snowflake and the blue. So we're going to bring that one over here. Like that. Oh, and then this one's going to come down here. Where are we putting this little flower? Right about there. I think I need another piece of cardboard on this one. Just to lift it up a little bit more. Oh, that wasn't a good piece. See, now we see the mess everywhere. This is what happens once you start getting into it. It gets messy. Oh my gosh, I feel so bad that this is... Please, watch this on too. Speed this up. I swore this was only going to take a couple minutes, but if anything ever worked out that way, it'd be a miracle. I think. So this I want right here, like that. Get up under there. There we go. This can get glued down. All right, like that. And this can all be moved. Look at blue. Oh, this blue needs to come out a little bit. Can I get it out a little? It's a little crooked. I can't even grab onto it. There. All right. All right, that's not going. That's not going. All right, let's get this all cleaned up, and then I will show them all to you. Sometimes it just changes what you're doing, which is fine by me. I did have a piece of blue I wanted to put on this one here, just because I like the blue, so I'm going to stick a little piece under the corner of here, just to make it sparkle a little. Let me get my scissors. Cut that off. I just wanted a little blue sparkle under there. Let's see if I can get this straight, because I obviously can't place washi tape straight. Let's try it again. See if I can get this under here straight. There. Much better. All right. There, and I think that's it. I have some pretty green too. I'm sure I'll add a few more things to these afterwards, because that's just me. More is more all the time. I just think of something else. I'm like, oh, I need to add that, or oh, I need to add that. My neck is killing me really bad right now. I should have paused in between, but I didn't. So yes, please speed this up. I'm not going to speed it up. I may look through it and see, but there's not, I didn't really stop talking or leave myself space for pausing, but I may speed through it and not talk while I'm putting it together, just so it goes a little faster. So let's do these in order. So this is the first one, and I think it's turned out really nice. And then the back is still really pretty. That's the first one. This is the second one. Brought in a little more of the green and red in this one. And this is the third one, again with the blues. I just like all the couples. I just think it's so pretty. Little stamp, that's from the kit. And these are pieces from the strips that come in the strips of My Day. Well, some are from 3 because they had the blues in them, and some are from mine. So there you go. Those are my 3 clusters. I hope you guys like them. I hope you're having a lot of fun playing with all the kits. I know I am. The fussy cutting. Oh, so many amazing pieces to use. So I hope you all have a wonderful week. I will see you again on the 28th. So again, hope everybody had a Merry Christmas, and I will see you all soon. And once again, thank you, Tracy, for the opportunity to be able to be in this collaboration again. It was amazing. I absolutely love working with all your digitals, but your Christmas digitals are so much fun. So thank you again. Thank you for everybody that got involved. I've learned so much and got some new tips and tricks. So thank you, Tracy. Bye for now. Don't forget to get out there and create something.